recording, getting started. So you should be good to go whenever you want, man.
Good stuff, Ron. I want to thank you for sitting down with me today. Seems like it's been quite a while since you sat down with Aflac. I know it's your busy season, so thanks so much for taking some time out of your day. How's the week been going for you?
Good. A little wet earlier this week, but the crews are out there getting working. So not a problem. I got a little bit of time here, so appreciate you reaching out. I know put you off a couple times there, so appreciate you.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm pretty persistent, so I knew I'd get you one way or another.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So we're gonna dive into some stuff. I'm gonna share my screen with you. We're gonna talk a little bit about Aflac and what's changed since you last talked with us. So are you seeing this blue screen pop up?
Yeah, it looks like it's just starting to generate here. Hold on one second. There it is. Yeah. Aflac, the duck.
Yes. Awesome. So obviously you've been a client of ours for a while. You know pretty well that we hold ourselves pretty high for our servicing standard. But outside of that, we are the #1 provider of voluntary benefits in the U.S. We work with over 460,000 U.S. businesses just like yourself, with over 50 million policyholders worldwide. So pretty large company, and I know sometimes it's a small business, it's a little worrisome. Who do I reach out to? Who am I going to chat with? You get to work with me, man. I'm your guys' local agent. Any of your guys ever have any questions, any assistance filing claims, I'm right there with you. You know how to get a hold of me. So that's what we're going to start off with, and we're going to dive into a couple of the business advantages of working with Aflac that you might not know. It looks like you guys just have a couple plans in place for your guys. Maybe it's not anything that you guys are really pushing too hard right now, but that might just be because you only see us as a benefits company. There's a couple things that we do to help you guys contain costs. First off, payroll taxes. I know with those, with that cancer plan and with that accident plan in place, you guys might be seeing some tax savings. So that's something we can help with quite a bit. When we have pre-tax savings in place, you're going to save money, and your employees are also going to save money during tax season. The other thing we help with controlling cost is our workers' compensation. Especially in your industry, I'm sure you've seen those Monday morning claims that come through, and you're sitting there going, man, the guys have only been on the job site for 4 hours, and I had 3 claims come in today. Is that anything you guys have ever dealt with?
So you guys do work comp?
Well, we help control costs and work comp. There's a couple ways that we do that now.
Yeah, so I mean, last couple of years we've been switching from company to company because it's crazy. Our costs are out of control at this point in time. We've had quite a few work comp claims denied, and I'm glad. But really feel like those guys are trying to take advantage of us. So yeah, no, we definitely have seen it. We've definitely seen it.
Absolutely, man. The one thing we try to help with is controlling that mod rate there, making sure you guys are not paying an astronomical amount for your work comp. The way that we do that is we've seen that, implementing something along the lines of our accident plan partnered with our short-term disability gives that employee a little bit of peace of mind. I'm sure the majority of those work comp claims that got denied, maybe those guys were injured, Sunday afternoon, Saturday afternoon doing something, and they don't have any other way to source income. So they're just saying, I'll wait till Monday morning and when I go into work and they'll pay for everything. We know that putting certain plans in place are not only going to help those employees value their place of work a little bit more, but it's also going to give them peace of mind to know that they have an outside way to source income if something ever happens. That makes sense to you?
Yeah, it does. I mean, we offered a couple years ago, I think we offered them a disability. Nobody bought it. And, the only thing my work comp guys tell me about is, on the job safety, and just keep preaching that. So, we tried that disability play, and nobody purchased it though. So
yeah, absolutely. And if you're trying to control costs in that aspect, I think we might have some opportunities, some different things for you to look at that you might not have known in the past that we could do. So we're just going to keep diving through this, and if anything jumps out to you, just let me know, all right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome. So a couple other things we help companies with is hiring competitiveness. I'm sure you or even in the past you guys have maybe found the right candidate and they might have picked another job solely because benefits are better pay. We know that offering Aflac benefits is not only going to help you guys stick out a little bit more in the marketplace and bring in that key employee that you want. But once that employee is on board, they're going to feel even more comfortable with their place of work, knowing that they have the type of Aflac benefits that you offer. All right.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, that's part of the reason why we tried to do something in the last couple of years, but
Good stuff. Good
yeah,
stuff. Well, a
don't
couple
care.
of last things that we do right down here, number 5, flexible funding options. It sounds like in the past you guys have offered disability and maybe it wasn't picked up, but now you might be seeing the reason why offering our short-term disability is going to help lower the cost of your workers' comp. We're giving business owners the opportunity to contribute a flat dollar amount or a certain percentage to their benefits. I know that if you were to contribute, $50 a month per employee, $25 a month per employee for them to get some disability, that money isn't just going to be wasted money paying for benefits for your guys. It's going to be something that's going to help you save some money on that work comp and help lower that mod rate. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does a little bit. Obviously, we'd have to look at cost and all that, but yeah, I mean, right now they just if somebody wants it, they can buy it if they want to, but we really haven't looked at paying for Aflac in the past.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's something that we've been working with past couple of years here. When you didn't get the chance to chat with Aflac, a couple of things have changed, and we're giving businesses complete autonomy of what they want to do. They can make their benefits available to their employees at 100% employee funded, or like I said, a flat dollar amount percentage wherever you guys are comfortable at. Okay.
Sounds good.
Good stuff. Last but not least, employee satisfaction. I know that with implementing certain Aflac plans and giving these employees benefits, they're just going to be that much more satisfied with their place of work. It's going to give them that peace of mind knowing that they've got something in place if something were to ever happen. And think about how more productive your team is going to be if they're out in the field and they're working and they know they got a backup plan in place if something were to ever happen, they're put off work. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we're just going to talk about your business a little bit. I got a couple of questions I'm gonna ask you. So I'm gonna quit sharing my screen here. We're gonna dive into some questions and we'll see if anything pertains to you. Let me pull up my questions here. So back when you guys set up your Aflac account, was there a main reason that you wanted to do that, or was it just it seemed like a good fit to be able to give the guys some type of benefit?
I really don't remember. I mean, the guys come in here all the time, and I think they caught my wife on a good day, and she came back and was like, "Hey, doesn't cost us anything. We can offer some benefits," and we had a few guys take part at that time, and we really haven't done a whole lot with it since. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So when was the last time that you guys had like a true open enrollment employee education, something like that?
Last year, I know we sent out some notices, but I think the agent, kind of hit us right at the beginning, kind of like this time of year right now, and we're a little busy, so we didn't have them out. I think maybe the year before they did a small employee meeting or something like that, but it's been a little while.
Yeah, absolutely. So, with your group of employees, you got about 20-ish people, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, we're up to I think 24 right now.
Good stuff. So, how many of those guys, been with you long term?
I would say we've got probably 8 or 10 that have been with us for quite a while. They stayed on, they stay on all year. Majority of the other folks have been a couple years. We've just brought on 4 or 5 new guys in the last year or so, but not too bad. I mean, most of them have been with us for a while.
Good. So is turnover anything you guys really struggle with over there?
I think just your normal. I mean, our business, these guys, there's a lot of college kids that we hire.
Hmm.
They'll work for us for a couple of years and then they'll be gone. So we've got our core guys, probably 10, 12 core guys that I think are going to be with us for quite a while. They're a little bit older, family guys.
Yeah.
We got the younger guys that are it's constant. I mean, they extra buck an hour, $2 an hour here. They get pissed about something, they leave. I mean, we deal with that. We are always looking at bringing on new guys and whatnot. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So it kind of sounds like maybe a little bit less than half of your guys a year are suffering from that turnover, but you obviously got your solid group of guys, right?
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, I think that's just the kind of normal in our industry.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wouldn't disagree. I hear that from most of my clients. Now, is there anything you guys are actively doing to try to lower that turnover rate at all?
No, I mean, I think we're just used to it. I mean, the core guys, they're a good group of guys, and I think we do a good job taking care of them. Benefits just really aren't in the question. They get insurance through their spouses, and maybe a couple of them pick it up on their own. We give them some time off. We take care of them when they need it, and just do the best we can.
Yeah.
Hold on, you froze. And you're back. All right. So we froze for a minute. So last thing I had was we do a
Good
good job
stuff.
taking care of them. So
Good stuff. So do you guys offer any type of major medical benefits or anything along those lines?
no, just what we have with you guys.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, so with that core group of guys, I mean, something I always see in this industry is people always looking for a raise. Do you guys do any annual raises, anything like that?
We got some bonus programs for them, some incentive things that we do. We not so much giving them raises. They've been with us so long, they know that we really just don't have it in the budget to constantly give them raises. So, we do some bonuses if we have good years. We give them a little bit of share on it. Annual bonuses at the end of the year, Christmas bonuses for our full time folks.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just taking some notes here. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, just to let you know, I mean, it sounds like you're right along the same line as a lot of other companies I work with in this industry. Benefits aren't always something that's jumping out to these guys. It seems like a lot of the time they're just there to work, get their paycheck, and head out for the weekend. Now, when it comes to you guys' bottom line, do you really know how much the loss of employees and hiring somebody new, doing training, do you know how much that's affecting your bottom line at all?
I've seen things out there. We get reports, we get news things on, come through about cost of turnover, but we really don't. I mean, when we have to hire somebody, we hire someone.
Yeah.
It's not hard for these guys to pick up and jump on a new machine and go cut some grass. We normally can fill a spot pretty quickly, but yeah, I'm sure it costs us something. The paperwork of going through everything. So
Yeah, absolutely. So, when it comes to finding that new employee, it sounds like you don't really struggle finding someone new to bring on. What's the way you guys are doing hiring, onboarding? What's that about?
we keep signs at the office up pretty much year round. We use Indeed. Office manager handles majority of that stuff, and we do some Indeed postings every now and then. You'll get one of these guys, their buddies looking for a job. They'll bring them in, and it doesn't seem like we have a hard time finding people that want to work. But those long-term folks, maybe a little different.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And I know that with hiring comes paperwork, comes headaches with keeping everything compliant and making sure you're keeping everything together. I do have a couple options now. This is outside of our benefits, but it's a company I partner with called Get Hired. This is an online platform that's going to consolidate all of your hiring, onboarding, um, you know, I-9s, W-4s. It's going to get it all done for you when you bring somebody on. So let's say you just had a guy quit the job this afternoon. You call your receptionist, let her know you need to post a job somewhere. She goes onto this program, posts a job, sends it out to job boards for you. It's going to find that right candidate. It's going to do all of their onboarding. So I'm sure you've seen, you bring somebody on, the first few hours they're there, they're filling out paperwork, and they're getting paid to do that. This program is gonna do it all for you. So you're gonna be saving some money in productivity. And the last thing this program is gonna do is it's gonna file a WOTC credit for you. Are you familiar with that program at all?
No. A WOTC?
Yeah. Work Opportunity Tax Credit. This is something that uh, small businesses are able to do to collect a tax credit per hire. Do you have any employees that are low income, state assistants, veterans, criminal record, anything like that?
Ever seen landscape companies before?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So, I
sir.
mean, well, that'd be something that my CPA would handle.
Yeah, so a lot of the times, the reason these programs aren't taken advantage of is because that paperwork's a real pain in the butt from the IRS. This program's going to do it all for you. Um, if I told you, you're eligible for up to $9,600 per hire, I'm sure that would raise some interest with you, wouldn't it?
It would. What's the catch?
Well, I wouldn't call it a catch so much. This is a program that I offer to all my business clients. My main goal is to be able to drive the best enrollment conditions possible. So I can offer you this program at a completely cost neutral point to where, if you bring in a few guys a year that are eligible for $2,000 a piece, you're saving some money on taxes to where you can funnel money back into your business to provide maybe a short-term disability policy, like we said, to help lower that cost of your workman's comp.
Okay. I never heard of it. Never heard of it. That might be something that we got to bring my office manager in regards to what she actually does with filling out all that paperwork and stuff, and see if it would actually work. So um, it's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll email you a couple videos on it. I think you and her can take a look at it. And I can guarantee you that when you watch these videos, she's going to turn to you and say, Ron, you got to stop making me do some paperwork. You're going to get something like this. It's going to save you guys time and money. It's going to save you some headaches. And it's also going to help you be able to funnel money back into your business to help find solutions for some of your other problems that you're dealing with. My main thing I want to help you out with is that work comp. And I know that putting a program like this in place is going to give you that capital to put back into your employees, that is going to help put something in place that's going to give them that backup plan instead of coming into work on Monday morning and filing a workers' comp claim. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, no, we definitely, if we can drive that down, that'd be great.
Awesome. And last but not least, you've been a client of ours for a long time. We really do value your service. The one thing I want to offer to you is something called a value-added service. Now, I know in your industry, it's probably pretty tough for these guys to take a day off or get some time off work during the day to have to go to the hospital, take a kid to the hospital or the doctor or something like that. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, we frown upon it. When we have a guy take a day off, it's not fun. So they try not to as much as possible.
Absolutely. And this is
Some guys don't even go to the doctor. So
yeah, absolutely. And sometimes it's unavoidable. Sometimes, you gotta go see a doctor, you gotta go get something done. And especially in the environment we're in, it's tough for people to take time off work and go into a doctor and be around sick people. We could offer you a telemedicine program that gives all of your employees 24/7 access to a board certified doctor. So where they're not having to take time off work, they're not having to go into the doctor's office, to where we're going to help your productivity, but we're also going to give each employee something to make them feel like they're a little bit valued. And I'm offering that to you for free, just for being one of our clients. It can be looked at as your employees saying, well, Ron really cares about us, so he's giving us this program for free. Like I said previously, I want to drive the best enrollment conditions possible. I want to make sure that all your employees are knowledgeable of the type of options we have. And getting them this program is also going to give me the chance one-on-one contact with all of them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I'm it'd be great to give them something. I mean, right now it's just you guys reach out to them if they want something, they call you, type thing. So it's I think we got some things to think about here. So
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think the best route moving forward would be to educate your employees. With it being 22 months since an Aflac agent's been in there, I'm sure that a lot of them aren't really even aware of the type of benefits we offer. So the one thing I've been doing with companies to try to keep us not being face to face, getting in front of each other, keeping up with the state right now, and making sure we're social distancing and whatnot is just doing phone calls with people. If you want to send me over a list of your employees, names, phone numbers, I can reach out to all of them. Just send them a text, and they can get on a line with me, and we can discuss some of the Aflac programs. And then we can also enroll them in that telemedicine program to make sure that everybody's got a chance to take a look at that. Would that be okay?
yeah, I mean, I think today's a little different because we definitely aren't going to have you in our building anytime soon.
Yep.
As long as you're not bombarding them with calls, I think we could probably work something out. And I'd like you to send over that information about that hiring deal that you talked about too, because that's interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll send that over today, but I do want you and your receptionist to take a look at it. I think once you see the amount of savings you guys can have tax wise, it's going to just incline you to want to funnel money back to your employees, to give something back to them. Like I said, maybe a short-term disability to where we can uh, solve two problems at once. Your workers' comp, and we're going to be able to save you guys some money on your bottom line. So I think that'll be huge. Now, with me reaching out to all of your employees, like you said, I don't want to just be bombarding these guys and then being like, okay, I got a telemarketer calling me. So I think if me and you partner together to bring Aflac to your employees in a positive way, I think a lot of our products will be well received. So I'm going to send you over some marketing info as well. If you want to just throw a little paper up by the time clock, letting them know Aflac agent's going to be reaching out to you, and everybody's eligible for this telemedicine program for free. I think the guys are really going to feel like you're valuing their service.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get it posted. Like I said, these guys are extremely busy right now with us just being able to get back to work. So, maybe a couple weeks from now, might work out a little bit better. So yeah, let's do that. Send me some information, and then we'll work on getting that list together, and we'll go from there. Sounds
Perfect. Perfect. And I will send you over the Get Hired platform as well. I want you to take a look at that and see if there's anything that really jumps out to you. I'm going to put a few quotes together that I think might be a good fit contribution wise for you. That'll give you a couple different options. Contribute this percentage amount or this dollar amount to where you can kind of see where these benefits are going to be a good fit for employees and where it's going to benefit your company as well.
Sounds good.
Awesome. So I will send over that Get Hired platform. If you want to hang up that marketing sheet by the time clock and then start getting me that employee list together, we should hit the ground running. And before mid-June here, we should have some interest with the employees, and we'll start doing phone enrollments. That sound all right to you?
Sounds good, Sean.
Awesome, Ron. Thanks so much for your time, man.
Yep.